Okay, we're back. I kind of forgot to mention I leveled up in between the going through the dungeons and whatnot. So let's explain that new skill. Essentially, takes over Frost Nova and makes Diamond Skin. This essentially makes you kind of absorb damage, like it's saying right there, absorb up to 244 damage. But it only lasts for 6 seconds, so if you see a heavy attack or a bomb pretty much heading your way, put it up and it'll take the damage for you. That's usually better for harder difficulties later in the game. I love sticking with Frost Nova. Just stopping enemies right in the track is definitely the better choice. And while I was gone, I picked up some better equipment and better weaponry and all kinds of everything. So, let's get rid of this old junk. Sorry, skip this part. And let's go. Let's continue the story.
I have the crown. How do I reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
The Skeleton King dies today. I must find the fallen star.
Alright, let's go kill the Skeleton King. Open sesame. Oh, hello, skeleton. Hiding in some barrels, I see. Ooh, another champion. Let's go kill this guy. Another teleport. Been running into them a lot lately. Ooh, a ghost. Some people just can't handle dying. Now you're double dead. Alright, so now we got more magic and gold find, and if you didn't know what that means, that essentially means the higher your magic find, the better magical equipment you'll find, and the higher gold find, the more money you'll find. So they're dropping all kinds of goodies for us. And I don't know if I explained this before, but most of the shrine things only last for about 2 minutes. So try to make it worth the while. Oh, got a yellow arrow. We'll take care of that shortly after we kill these things. Alright. Ooh, back up. Ouch. There we go. Alright, so if you see a little yellow arrow on your hand, on your little mini map on the bottom right, that means that's the way you want to go to continue the story. You can keep coming through this place and getting more experience and money and all kinds of fun stuff, but since I'm already pretty powerful, let's just head on through the door. Well, not really a door, it's a gate. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what's going on here? Looks like someone's being tortured down there. Let's save the day like we usually do, by killing everybody. They're apparently still doing stuff. What's his mission, warrior?
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well.
Oh, let's go up him.
To this infernal place.
I have unfinished business with the Skeleton
Now, if you couldn't hear, pretty much he's here to do kind of the same thing. So, it's nice having a buddy along. Take that chair. Alright, level 9. Let's see what we get out of this. Another skill category.
What made it?
That's what I'm.
That's another button trigger, which is Shock Pulse, the new explosive bolt. That's a rune. It's a really good one. And Wave of Force. That's essentially Force Roda, just aimed at the ground and hits everyone in front of you. Well, around you. So let's take a look. Now that new skill, that rune we got, we want to put that on if you're sticking with the Shock Pulse as fast as you can. Pretty much when you kill people, it causes another explosion afterwards to do more damage. I love this ability. Pretty much you just start crowd controlling everybody. And Wave of Force, like I said before, pretty much sends out a giant force wave to everyone around you. And well, pushes them back and does some damage. It's good for right now, but with the other skills that we can see in that little panel, we have some much better ones later in the game. So let's stick with it for now.
I am Cormac.
Hi, Cormac.
Warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the
Trying to
skeleton
face
king
you.
seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar.
There we go. Oh, come on!
Hunt alone.
I suppose not. A strong spirit at my side could prove helpful.
Alrighty. So, if you're playing the demo of this game on the consoles, level 9 is your cap for the game. Since, well, we're playing the main game, our cap is going to be level 60. I don't believe we're going to get that far, but we'll see. Yeah, see that little orb of lightning after I kill somebody? That's what that ability does. So if you have a big group of people in front of you, that's what you're going to love doing. Alright. And force push. Pushes everyone around, which I probably didn't explain either. I always forget there's a little trait it does, is it actually slows everyone down when you push them. So they get pushed away and they'll actually be slowed for a couple of seconds. So we'll always take that.
Magic bars our way. The Templar is stronger.
Yeah, see, you just kill so much quicker with that ability on. Alright, let's put that down.
You were a Templar.
The Betrayer! Oh no!
The covenant is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
Oh,
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Covenant's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
never. I think he died by him stepping on him.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
That is agreeable, though I wouldn't mind taking a look at them.
Then onwards we go to fight the
So it's okay if I read them, but you have to keep them. Alright, so we get the Templar now. We actually have a buddy if you're playing single player. He's actually really good, especially later in the game. But right now, you can put equipment on him. So anything left over, just throw at this guy. He'll love it. And another thing you want to do with your followers, that's what they're called, is to, anytime you see a trait saying experience per kill, put that on them, because that will actually help you out to level up faster. So it's a nice little deal. You can't put any like helmets or armor. All you can really do is weaponry and rings and jewelry, and one special unique item that each follower has. There's 3 in the game. We'll find the rest of them later. But right now, let's keep on going. Oh, another thing too is this is your actual offhand. This will actually boost your damage output usually, or depending on what kind of abilities it has, will either give you more health or critical hits like you see right there. I have actually a really good shield. We're going to stick with that for a while until we find a really good offhand. So, yeah.
good choice.
Yeah, good choice indeed. That's not working out. Oh. Yeah, now they're gonna start spawning those imps instead of those little eels down in this level. Which, I mean, they're kind of the same, just the imps are a pain in the butt because they run away from you. So if you're trying to focus on massacre bonus, that's probably not gonna happen. Oh.
Your grave awaits.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Let's butcher this group.
If only they could see me now.
There we go. Yeah, like I said, that electric explosion is really, really good.
We've killed, but I've lost track.
The game just told me it was like 27.
Which ship is this? If only they could see me now.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of guys down there. Yeah, let's go back to Ray of Frost since I essentially have a arcane ore within my shock pulse now. Stick with that gnome. That'll definitely help with the Skeleton King. Yeah, and down here we're going to start running into walls full of those guys that can spawn more skeletons, so be a nice little surprise for you.
By all that is holy, you see that enemy over there?
I'm just warming up.
Yeah, stuff's just falling from the
From our
sky.
horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
There we go. Alright, Frenzy. This will actually have me attack faster, so I'm probably going to butcher these guys now. Another thing to keep an eye on when you have this on is your magic's going to deplete faster if you're using those special abilities. Because, well, it's trying to compensate for it, and, well, you're going to be burning through it faster. So, there's a good and a bad to this ability. But, usually good if you know what you're doing.
I am unstoppable.
Ew. I got butchered. Oh, more baddies.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
There we go. The crab baskets. We're all the way back here. Let's try heading back. Alright. For me, randomly run around killing people. I forgot to mention this earlier. I'm gonna probably butcher this name, but Niflheim Glory. Essentially, that will give you a special boost to overall. I'll explain it a little better here, but you move faster, and every attack you do will do a blast of energy to people. That's actually pretty good for, like I said, crowd control once again. And anytime you pick up those red orbs that are called health globes, will boost the ability up. So you do quite a bit of damage. Like you'll see it here shortly once I build it up enough. We'll start seeing like a yellow glow like blasting off people. That's what essentially that is. Alright, I'll come back once we find the way to get the heck out of here. Okay, we're coming up to the next door on this little adventure of ours, and I forgot to mention a few things. Well, I hit level 10 now, and once you hit level 10, you get to start doing passives. And for the wizard, they get 2, which is Blur, which decreases melee damage. I'm not sure if that considers range melee damage or not, but I think it does. But that's a pretty good ability to start off when you're first playing the game. If you're playing with a friend that can make a lot of health orbs, like I know the Witch Doctor and the Barbarian can, Power Hungry might be a good one for you, just so you can keep your magic up very much. I mean, quite a bit. That's the correct term, I guess. But I'll stick with Blur just so I don't get roughed up. And other than that, no other abilities came up. And I also forgot to mention, your follower also gets skills as well. They get them at level 5, 10, 15, and 20. Level 5 with him, I usually recommend Heal, just so, he heals you, because that's always a nice ability. Taunt, well, I guess that's what you call it, a taunt. Kind of sucks. I mean, all he really does is when you get hit, he calls someone over, but it takes 30 seconds to do that. You might as well just stick with the heal, so that way if you do get hit, well, you're fully healed. Alright, so let's go down to the Royal Crypts. fun little fact, if you're going for the challenges, there's a special challenge down here to break 50 destructibles in a row. I recommend doing it here since, well, this is the only time you get so many jars in one spot. I don't think there's even a spot in the game that you can actually do this, so I've never gotten it, but I just know it's there. But let's just break a few and give you the rough idea. It's all over the stage right here. But let's continue the story.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear.
Don't get in the way. Oh!
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Yeah. Alright, well. We know why it would happen. We know what happened to the skeleton game, why they did it, but let's see the aftermath.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Yeah, here we're just gonna pretty much start dealing with like the jar of soul situation. If you don't break these, they're just gonna keep spawning guys. Open that up. And just keep on fighting to catch up with the skeleton king. And more
We
reading.
have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery. Hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Because Diablo was talking to him. Yeah, from the first game, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Diablo was down in these tombs and starts doing his magic and, well, screws everything up. And now, we can go fight the Skeleton King.
Over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I'm simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
You will never defeat me!
They're actually giving a lot more story to the Skeleton King in this series. Because before, all it was is, hey, he ruled here and now he's gone crazy, now go kill him. And the second game never really touched upon it, so now we're just... kind of nice. I'm glad it brings it up again. Alright. Let's go put my boot right between the Skeleton King's legs. Oh, that probably wouldn't work, would it? I'm glad that rat over there isn't scared. Oh, now he is. Oh, not really. Alright, when he's swinging like that, you really can't do status effects to him. When he's just normal, you can. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping shock bolts on, because of these guys. Essentially, it's just going to keep summoning guys to try to, you know, keep you distracted while he sneaks up. And when he does that little burst right there, that's when you really can't do anything to him. You can still hurt him, but your status effect won't really do much. And he can teleport at you, so be wary of that. Yeah, see, if you know when he's coming from, you can freeze him right before he does his move. But after enough damage, he will drop. And explode. What good bosses do. Alright, and now we're going to start being introduced to, well, more yellow weaponry in the game. Essentially, that's just a much better version of a blue weapon. And the same deal with armor and whatnot. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, big boost in power. More intelligence, maximum arcane power. Ooh, convert health to the damage. Damage to health, so that's always nice and experience. Let's take that. We go from 32 to 38. Doesn't sound big right now, but this early in the game, it's actually pretty nice. Other than that, let's continue our adventure. And if you're playing the demo, this is where it stops. You won't see this door right here. But, like I said, full game, let's keep going.
Finally, the crater. It was you that fell from the sky? I don't believe that you are the source of the evil in this place.
I am. It was. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning.
Uh-oh, warnings.
The darkness is coming.
Every night.
I don't remember.
I should bring you back to town. Cain will know what to do with you.
So King can't figure out where a crown is, but he can figure out what people from the sky.
I have traveled far, only to find that the fallen star was a man.
A man.
Who is
Not
he?
your man. A
Why has he
man,
come?
man.
He recalls nothing. But Cain may have the answers.
He better.
This is what fell out of the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you?
What are you?
Warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
You just told me the darkness.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Alright, there we go. We're probably going to stop right here and we'll continue this series in the next episode. And you all have a great day now.